Staying in the political field, in less than 12 hours, the electorate in Kitui West constituency, that's in Kitui County, will go to the polls to elect a new member of parliament in a by-election to fill the position that was left vacant following the death of the area legislator, that's Francis Nyenze, in December last year. 5 candidates, among them Edith Nyenze, widow of the former MP, have been cleared by the IEBC to run for the position. These are some of the pictures coming from that place live. The preparations are ongoing. Remember, the polls are taking place tomorrow. And we have our very own Daniel Mule, who's joining me live from there. He's been following all the events happening in Kitui. Dan, thanks for making time for us this evening. What's the latest from where you are?
Thank you, Trevor. Right now, I'm outside the Maendeleo Multipurpose Hall here in Matinyani in Kitui West constituency, Kitui County, where the process of dispatching election material is still ongoing. And right now, as you can see behind me, those are some of the presiding officers and the deputy presiding officers who've just received their ballot materials. That is the ballot boxes, the ballot papers, as well as the lights, some of the snacks they'll be using tomorrow, as well as the material they should use to create or to form the booths that will be used for the voting process. So that's what's happening here right now. We still have a few who are still making their way out of this place to their various polling stations. We have 143 polling stations that this exercise will be happening tomorrow. You will remember that in Kitui West constituency, learning has been suspended in the primary schools where the voting will be taking place tomorrow. That is in 120 polling centers where it will be happening in the primary schools. So we are having the presiding officers making their way out of this place with their material to those polling stations. Earlier, we had some complaints from one of the contestants, who is the NAK Kenya candidate, who was complaining, saying that he doesn't think the election will be free and fair. And here is just how it played out, because he was accusing the widow to the late Francis Nyenze, who is Edith Nyenze, of malpractices, and she also responded to that, as well as some of the IEBC officials who had made their way here just to see how the process is going on, including one of the IEBC commissioners, Ambassador Paul Kurgat. And here are just some of the comments they made about the issue.
One of the candidates has been moving with the RO of Kitui West, and it has raised a lot of suspicions, and we are worried that if action is not taken, this election might not be free and fair. In fact, tonight we are going to have, as I've heard, about 50 vehicles from one of the parties coming to campaign in the night, dishing out money. Tomorrow also they have made arrangement to dish out even more money.
Not witnessed any voter bribery. Yeah, in any contest you don't expect your opponents to challenge you. Yes, but it has just been propaganda. The campaigns have been very peaceful. IEBC has also conducted itself in a very fair way.
We have challenged him to provide evidence, produce evidence, and we have also involved the security agencies on the matter. We have sat down, we have had minutes, we have sent the minutes to head office, and our chief prosecutor, Mr. Owie, has told us so far so good. He has not seen anything to constitute a dispute resolution committee.
We made sure transport is there. We have made sure that 4x4 vehicles are there in case of rain, and security, as you can see on the other side. As I said before, we have slightly over 300 police officers, very dedicated and very ready to go.
We are not going to transmit the results this time round, just as required by the law. But the physical forms will have to be brought to the tallying center, and we'll scan them and put them on public portal for the members of the public to be able to interact and download, so that they are able to see what is taking place.
There you have it, Trevor. That's just part of what was happening here today during the day. And this center here, this multi-purpose hall here in Matinyani, will be used tomorrow as the tallying center. And this is where we expect the winner to be announced after the voting process. And apart from the 2 candidates that we had in that clip, we also have 3 more candidates who are battling it out for this process in the bid to succeed the late Francis Nyenze in the position of Member of Parliament for Kitui West constituency. So the 5 candidates are Edith Nyenze, who is the widow to the former member of parliament, who is going on a Wiper ticket. Then we have Robert Lely, who is going on an Kenya ticket. Then we have Dennis Mulwa, who is an independent candidate. We have Frida Mutui from the Kenya Social Congress. And then we also have Elijah Kilonzi from Chama Pinduzi. So the 50,000 plus electorate in this constituency is expected to start the voting process tomorrow at 6 a.m. and the polling stations are expected to close at 5 p.m. So according to the officials we spoke to, they say maybe tomorrow, probably by 10 p.m., going by the way the elections were carried out in the previous elections, where the voter turnout was around 49%, and in the Wiper nominations that took place in January, the voter turnout was 33%. So they expect a voter turnout of between 33 to around 50%. So they are saying that they expect the process to end at exactly 5 p.m. and by 10 p.m. they expect they'll have probably finished counting the votes, and if everything else will have been submitted here physically, all the forms 35As, then they are going to announce the winner here in this particular station. So that's what we expect from this place tomorrow. Right now, as I've seen, the last group has just taken their material, and they're just making their way out of this place where the dispatch was happening to their various polling centers. You will remember that in Kitui West constituency we have 4 wards, so they started the dispatch with the wards that are farthest from this center, and they have also made the arrangement to have the 4x4 vehicles just to make it easy in case of rains. But today the weather was really conducive. It was quite sunny, no rains and anything, but we have some roads that are quite impassable during the rainy seasons, and that's why they brought a number of 4x4 vehicles to ensure that the process goes on well. And the Commissioner Paul Kurgat, when he was here earlier today, said that anyone who will try anything to do with the rigging, then they're going to make sure that tough measures are taken against them. In the last elections, the main challenge here was the issues to do with the network, but as we've heard from the officials that they're not going to use that transmission, they're going to ensure that they bring the physical forms to this center, and they expect that all the forms will be here probably by 8 p.m. tomorrow latest for the official tallying. So we will be following it up for you just to ensure that we get to the to know who the winner will be in this race, and we'll know that it was quite heated during the Wiper nominations, and the Wiper candidate, that is Edith Vethi Nyenze, saying that she's her own person, so she's not expecting to get sympathy votes, while the other candidates have been saying that they're trying to bring in some change and do away with that dominance in politics of the 2 families, that is the Nyenze's family as well as the Mwendwa's family, who have dominated the leadership in this constituency. So all that will come to play tomorrow, as the voters are the ones who are going to make the decision, and are the ones who are going to make the final call. So that's what we'll be gathering for you, process by process. So see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. as the process starts, as we continue bringing it to you. For now, I take you back to Trevor.
Thanks, Dan, for that elaborate and comprehensive analysis. We'll be speaking to Dan Mule, of course, during the next bulletins. That's tomorrow. When we come back,